Warning. No, I didn't suddenly gain 40 pounds. This video was shot in April of 2017. Also, I've always wanted to do these Jackass-style warning title cards, so I guess I finally get to. We're finally here at the Calgary Expo. This is the one event in town that I always try to come to. Let's check it out. This right here is my jam. I don't think this spins. I tried to. Oh no, it does. Never mind. Thought I was about to break it all. I was just telling Tim of the Nerd Room podcast, by the way. It's the second time you've been on the show now. Yeah. I wasn't usually. I don't come like looking for one specific thing. Last year, there was a power loader like from Alien, the yellow mech. Yeah. So I was looking for that, and I actually found it, and Tim witnessed the whole thing.
It was like as soon as we came in.
Yeah. It was. I did a video before I left the house that day, saying that that's the only thing I wanted to find. I'm looking for one thing, one specific thing, and it's this. This is made by NECA. That's a brand that makes some really decent, decent and decently priced action figures. And yes. Oh, there it is. You know how that feels.
What'd you get?
Look at this. We just walked in. Literally just walked in. Right there. 170. There's two. Maybe I should get both.
You should get both.
Pose them together. Make them kiss. We found it. And this year I wasn't looking for anything specifically, but then I saw the Tower t-shirts, and there is one thing I might need. Right. I have an R2-D2 robe that I bought at the expo like 5 years ago, and it's full of holes, and it's like, yes, I will buy a new one today.
Let's do it up.
Wait. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Oh, look at that. It's just like the one I have at home, but clean.
Now,
he
just threw a Wookiee onto a Ewok.
Oh,
come on, man.
Come on. Should, Tim, come on. Of all people.
To be fair, the Ewoks are supposed to be like this.
No, they were supposed to be, but if you look at them, they're not.
I know that.
He's trying to win on a technicality here. It didn't work. He's not buying it, Tim. Oh wait, no. Never mind. Okay, we're outside the BMO Center, which is where the cosplayers go when it starts to get too hot inside their costumes. Deadpool has got to be by far the most fun cosplay to pull off at one of these events, because you get to just screw around. That is where I bought all of my airsoft guns, and I've always wondered, a lot of kids come by here, they see all the guns, they probably think it's really cool, until they ask how much they cost, and they're like 600 bucks a piece, and they're like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, I just heard his voice and we were walking right into each other, so.
Yeah, he recognized me from YouTube, and then the first thing he asked is,
do you hear that you're shorter than expected?
Only every single time, Tim. Only every single time. I'm not sure what I'm doing with the camera work that people think that I'm taller than Lord of the Rings. I don't know what I'm doing, but
I think it's just you know, people assume you're just kind of average height.
I like, guess,
I'm average height. So
you're shorter than average, eh?
Not average height.
You're pretty. Yeah, you're making me feel worse. You're making me feel worse.
I'm like 5'12" at the most. I don't even miss these
these things because I still play them every day.
Yeah.
So like to a lot of people, like a lot of my friends who also love this stuff, to them it's like, oh yeah, that game, I haven't played that in forever. I'm like, I feel nostalgic for it, but I don't miss it in that sense because it's never gone away for me.
Do you remember Perfect Dark?
Yes.
Of course.
We're in the photo ops area, and I think that might be, every year, that's the area that I spend the least amount of time in because I have an extremely hard time focusing on anything or waiting for anything. So the idea of waiting to get somebody's picture and autograph is just not my thing. There's people that I do, whose work I do admire and things like that, but I'm not the kind of guy to wait in line for anything. In panels, for much of the same reason, I never watch the panels at the Calgary Expo, just because I can't sit still for too long. Tim, what is the deal with the body pillows? What is up with that? It's a whole thing.
Sometimes you get alone at night. I don't really have an answer that I think is appropriate.
That, I believe, yes, it's the controller, the infamous Steel Battalion controller. I believe it is. I thought it was Mech Warrior, but yeah, it's like a massive, yeah, it's for Steel Battalion. Check this out, Tim. That's an Xbox controller. Even has like this is an Xbox controller. All of this is an Xbox controller for that game. What? So it has pedals, yeah, Steel Battalion. So it has pedals, and you got like, can you imagine? Like, you got some throttle looking thing.
It came straight out of the 80s.
I know, right? Because it's supposed to be like the controller for the mech. So it's like, yeah, that's cool, right?
Help this on top of these two.
Yeah, exactly. Like I mentioned before, I play airsoft, and I always wanted to wear my airsoft rig with my guns and everything to an event like this, because I'm not a cosplayer, I never cosplayed. But with the airsoft guns, you don't have to because they look so realistic. It looks like a real deal, right?
Stand here for a minute.
Okay. But there's with cons like this, it's always a problem because it's something that looks like a gun, a very realistic looking toy gun. And for years I thought that you couldn't bring something like airsoft to something like this. But I saw some guys with airsoft earlier, and I wonder if I thought that the rules were stricter than they actually are, or it used to be that you couldn't bring an airsoft gun and now you can. They have a costume compliance booth on the other building, and I'm assuming that the main reason is to make sure that the guns you have with your costume don't look so real they could freak people out. This wraps up the Calgary Expo for me. It's always very hard to cover the Expo because there's just so much to do, so much to see, so much walking around. And after hours walking the floors, I know I haven't seen everything there is to see, but it's cool. Like it's the one thing in Calgary that I can't miss every year. I have to go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time.